Music mogul and rapper Sean Diddy Combs.
For Sean Diddy Combs.
For Sean P. Diddy Combs.
Sean Diddy Combs.
For Sean Diddy Combs.
Now the Sean Diddy Combs investigation. New surveillance video shows Combs being taken into custody in a Manhattan hotel last week.
Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
Bad Boy Entertainment. I'm named it a bad boy.
Subscribe to Revolt TV.
Once hailed as a hip-hop pioneer and symbol of entrepreneurial success, Sean Diddy Combs now finds himself in serious legal jeopardy, casting a shadow over a spectacular career. In September 2024, federal authorities unsealed an indictment that charged Combs with racketeering conspiracy and sex trafficking, claiming he was the head of a criminal enterprise guilty of all manner of crimes, including forced labor and kidnapping.
Today I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct.
The allegations have rocked the entertainment industry to its core and have caused a rethinking of what goes on in the music business. Not only does the charges threaten to take down the empire Combs has built over his decades in the business, but it also raises questions about the industry's duty to protect artists and employees. But there are implications far beyond Combs' personal fate, that legal precedents could be set and public sentiment about celebrity culture could be altered. With this video, we go deeper into the charges against Sean Diddy Combs, as well as how that might affect his career, his public image, and the bigger picture of entertainment itself. By looking at these legal challenges through a detailed analysis, we hope to understand the ramifications of these legal challenges on the music business as it stands and will definitely continue to exist. Sean Combs, or better known as Sean Diddy Combs, was born in Harlem, New York on November 4th, 1969. And like many entertainers, his career has taken him several steps, but none more so than his current elevation to pop culture prophet. Diddy was raised by his mother, Janice Combs, after his father was murdered when he was just a toddler.
He was killed when I was 3 years old. I don't have a lot of memories of my father.
And carried with him a strong work ethic and killer ambition. As an intern at Uptown Records, his journey into the music world began, and quickly he made his way up the ranks, playing a key role in giving artists Mary J. Blige and Jodeci their footing. In 1993, he started Bad Boy Entertainment.
Bad Boy Entertainment. I'm named it a bad boy.
And signed some heavyweights, including the notorious B.I.G., Faith Evans, and Mace. As the East Coast hip-hop renaissance of the 1990s, this label became synonymous. Diddy went into all types of business aside from music. In 1998, he launched and had critical success with the Sean John clothing range. His partnership with Diageo around the promotion of the Ciroc vodka brand made it a cultural phenomenon, and he did it at an untold level. He also picked up Revolt TV, a music-focused cable network, adding to his pull in media circles.
Subscribe to Revolt TV.
Diddy has had a public persona that has been multifaceted. The accomplished man is celebrated as an icon of culture and has built his reputation and that of music and fashion as a pioneer. Thus, his philanthropy, including the Sean Combs Foundation, is an effort to give back to the community. But the last 18 months have complicated his public image and forced a reassessment of his legacy. Earlier this year in September, Sean Diddy Combs was indicted on federal charges of racketeering conspiracy and sex trafficking. Combs is charged of heading a criminal enterprise from 2008 to the present that has been engaged in a litany of illegal activity, including sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice, according to the indictment. These allegations are in a dark, disturbing picture of a man behind a number of heinous crimes. Charges detail crimes they allege Combs and his associates committed. Accusations of coercing people into sexual servitude is at the heart of these accusations. The indictment also alleges that victims were forced to use forced labor. Kidnapping, a grave violation, is said to be used to control and intimidate victims, as well as to retaliate by arson. Along with that, bribery and obstruction are central too, as the indictment hints Bree Combs tried to influence legal proceedings and law enforcement by means illegal. As spelled out in the indictment, these actions cover many years and cause significant harm to many people when high-profile figures, like Combs, are involved. The public watches the legal proceedings closely, often under the assumption that such individuals are more insulated from the results. Yet the case will also, perhaps, be an oment that neither fame nor power exempts from the full consequences of criminal accountability. Diddy's legal legal problems have become as much a part of his public profile as the hats, sunglasses, and colorful suits that he dons so proudly. This scandal is all the more jarring because his career, which spanned decades, has shaped the music, fashion, and entertainment industries. It's perfectly natural that the public would have curiosity about the details of such a high-profile case. Yet the media's role in the telling of this narrative has been muddied. While major news outlets have been careful in their reporting, some have given abundant coverage, while others have gone about reporting the story carefully. In particular, the entertainment industry has cut itself in half. Some colleagues are standing behind him, others are not. Fans and commenters have speculated as to what Jay-Z and Beyoncé, two celebrities who have been notably silent about the issue, think about it. But some of Diddy's former associates, including those from his label Bad Boy Records, have spoken publicly, providing troubling accounts of their working relationships with him. The question arises, what can you say about the media coverage of the charges? Are these outlets trying to make this scandal their own for profit, or are they truly reporting on what's going on? In turn, new documentaries and tell-all accounts bring more and more light on the portrayal of Diddy. The rapper and entrepreneur is described by some insiders as a manipulative figure, who they say exploited and abused people close to him. The media landscape has already begun to change the way the public forms an opinion of Diddy after the case itself is still ongoing. The accusations and the media circus that accompanies them could change not only his career, but the way the entertainment industry deals with allegations against powerful people. One of the many defining themes in the months to come will be the balance between public opinion, legal accountability, and media coverage. Regardless of where you place your gaze, I think Sean Combs' career goes back at least a few decades, and it has shaped over 3 decades of an entertainment industry, one of the most powerful and wealthy entertainment industry on the planet. But Diddy has built an empire, from launching the careers of major artists under Bad Boy Records to forays into fashion, television, and alcohol brands. But the new criminal charges looming over him are already taking a toll on his career. Since Diddy is a charismatic, larger-than-life man who represents success and luxury, his business ventures have largely depended on his image. But the damage to that image could be caused by these legal issues. Much of his brand's power comes from his reputation as a public figure. A catastrophic fallout from the charges could be in store for his many enterprises. Ciroc, Revolt TV, and even his collaborations in fashion could come under the microscope. Advertisers and business partners, along with investors, may want to distance themselves from him, concerned over how this might damage their own public image. Several artists have already distanced themselves from him, publicly or quietly behind the scenes. More details of Diddy's alleged conduct will be revealed throughout the ongoing trial, which will almost certainly cast a shadow over Diddy's business operations. And his reputation as a music mogul could also be at risk. In the past, celebrities who have been hit with serious legal allegations have seen their careers take a significant hit, with some even being forced into professional exile. Diddy's case will largely be judged by the public and whether or not his empire will crumble under the weight of the accusations. Additionally, there can be no doubt that Diddy has a large influence in the music industry. He helped shape the careers of the notorious B.I.G., Faith Evans, Mache, and his label was kind of the hub for hip-hop culture in the 90s. But if the charges hold up, the criminal he would become might tarnish the legacy he's worked so hard to create. The music industry will be forced to reckon with this new reality. Can it ever be that someone like Diddy's talent and success outweigh the severity of the allegations against him? His career will only be a casualty to the real fallout from it, and the only ones that will know how deep it'll reach are the people who will be watching and waiting. Okay, let's take a step back and look at what Diddy's legal trouble means for the whole entertainment world. It's not just about him. It's about the system that let this kind of stuff happen in the first place. You see, Diddy isn't the only one with dark secrets hiding behind the glitz and glam of fame. If these charges stick, they're going to make everyone in Hollywood and the music industry sweat a little bit. Power, money, and fame often hide some pretty nasty things. This whole thing is forcing a conversation we've been dodging for too long. How many times have we heard of abuse or exploitation in the music industry? It's crazy to think that someone as big as Diddy could be caught in something like this, but the truth is, people in power get away with a lot. And it's not just him. Think about the whole Me Too movement and the wake-up call it gave us about how much harm was happening behind the scenes. Now, this case, it's shining a spotlight on all the stuff we've been ignoring for decades. Diddy might be the face of this storm, but trust me, a lot of other big names are sweating right now. When stars are making millions, it's easy to overlook their actions or let them off the hook. But times are changing and people want answers. The Diddy case could be the start of a major shift in how the industry deals with accusations, especially when it's about something this serious. In the end, this isn't just about whether Diddy's career career survives. It's about whether the industry itself will start holding its stars accountable for real. We'll see if this moment forces change. So what happens to Diddy now? Honestly, it's tough to say. This whole thing is huge, and it could really change the game for him. Diddy's been on top for so long, and we've seen him handle plenty of drama before. But these charges, yeah, they're serious. If he's found guilty, it could really mess up everything he's built. But here's the thing, Diddy's tough. He's bounced back from stuff before. He's a fighter who built his empire from nothing, and if anyone can figure out how to keep going, it's him. Still, this is different. It's not like a scandal where he just lays low for a while and comes back. This could be a game changer for him. And if his image takes a hit, there's going to be ripple effects. Other people in the industry are probably looking at this and thinking, whoa, if it can happen to Diddy, what about me? This could change how things are done in Hollywood and the music world. People might be more careful, maybe even more accountable. Diddy's future is kind of up in the air right now, and it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. We'll be watching closely to see if he can bounce back, or if this is the beginning of the end for him. Whatever happens though, it's not over yet. Stay tuned. If you think you've got it all figured out, drop your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and stay tuned. We'll be here to talk more about whatever wild thing happens next, because trust me, it's only gonna get crazier.